अजीज़ तलबा और तालबात, फ़रूक फाउंडेशन ऑनलाइन स्कूल के ज़रिए यकसा नसाब के मुताबिक तालीम हासिल करें। अगर हमारी वीडियोस पसंद आएँ तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और दोस्तों के साथ शेयर करें और बेल आइकन को लाजमी दबाएं ताकि आइंदा आने वाली तालीमी वीडियोस आप हासिल कर सकें।
बच्चों तसो ऑनलाइन स्कूल ना पूरा तालीम कवे शई और द बोर्ड क्लासेस द अनम और लसम वाला पास कवल शई तसो खपल नोरम तालीम हासिल कवे शई खपल उम्र मुताबिक खपल मोर और प्लार फ़ोन या लैपटॉप ज़रिए मुँह सर ऑनलाइन क्लासेस हस्तन दोबारा खबर कवे शई रोज़ाना के तसो यो या 2 घंटे ऑनलाइन क्लासेस अखली और जब आता सो स्कूल तजई तसो तब नूर मदद ज़रूरत नवी दस पढ़ाई सारा तसो खपल टाइम और द मोर प्लार पैसे बच कवे शई ऑनलाइन क्लासेस शुदा इस हम फीस निश्ता तासु जूम मनी हम खपल क्लासेस हस्तल शई और हर मज़मून वाला चीज़ी का मुकम्मल वीडियोस मौजूद दी। अस्सलाम वालेकुम। So today we are going to start a new chapter, Unit 6, Green Cornfield. It's a poem that's written by Christina Rossetti, and so Christina Rossetti was an English poet. She wrote a variety of romantic, devotional and children poems, and she was born in 1830 and she died in 1894. So this is also a poem of her. So let's just get started. So let's just first study about what is alliteration. So basically alliteration, it is a literary device in which a number of words having the same first consonant sound occur close together in a series. So basically alliteration is something, it's a literary device that it happens when the words that start with the same sound are used repeatedly in a phrase. So words that are same in sound, okay? It does not have necessarily be starting with the same letter. But important thing is that the words that start with the same sound. So these would be an example of an illustration. So as you see, some of the examples are given. But a better butter makes a batter better. A big bully beats a baby boy. So as you can see, all the B sounds are same. They are giving same consonant sounds, So this is an example of alliteration. So both sentences are alliterative because the same first alphabet of word is B, which occurs close together and produces alliteration in the sentence. An important point is to remember here is that alliteration does not depend on letters but on sounds. As I have earlier discussed, that it does not matter that they have same they are started with the words are starting with the same alphabet. It does not matter. What matters is that the words are giving same sounds. Here all the words are starting with B, but what is more important is that they are all giving same sound. So that makes them an alliterative sentence. This makes it an alliterative sentence. In our daily life, we notice alliteration in the names of different companies, people, and characters. It makes the name catchy and easy to memorize. Here are several common alliteration examples. Coca-Cola, William Wordsworth, Mickey Mouse, and some of the other examples are like Donald Duck, Krispy Kreme, Peter Parker. So as you can see, these are starting with they are having some same sounds, initial same sounds. So these are examples of alliteration, and basically this whole poem is based on alliteration. There are a lot of examples in this poem that are alliterative. So I hope you have got the idea about what is alliteration. Alliteration jada basically mu da khabara discuss kara alliteration आगे यो सेंटेंस ते ये कुम के वर्ड्स च सेम साउंड वर्कई सही शो ओस जमा द कुम एग्जांपल्स उविलू देखे द फर्स्ट एग्जांपल जो आहे के अटोल बी वाला साउंड द च पासत वा एग्जांपल जो ना है के अटोल बी वाला साउंड और द alliteration के दा शे इंपॉर्टेंट भी چې ساوند سیم وي. ضروری نه ده چې هغه والا الفابet سیم وي. الفابet سیم کېدنو نه زیات ضروری شی ده چې هغه والا ساوند سیم وي. دې سره چې ده که نه اکثر موږ کتلي چې لکه مختلف کمپنیز یا چې دي که نه خلکو والا یا داسې کردار وي هغو والا چې ده که نه داسې اکثر مو کارټونز کې دغه کې اورو یا چې شینما کله واورو نو هغو کې سیم ساوندز والا ورډز استعمال شوي وي لکه څنګه د کوکا کولا نو دواړو والا اواز ویلیم ورډزورت دې کې ډبلیو والا اواز دواړو کې سیم رسی. میکی ماؤس، ډونلډ ډک، کرسپي کریم، پیټر پارکر نو دا داسې ایگزامپلز دي چې کوم کې دا الټریشن والا ایگزامپلز دي دې کې سیم ساوندز رسی. So now just we'll read the poem. So I'll read the whole poem first and then we will be discussing the explanation of each stanza. So let's just get started. The earth was green, the sky was blue. I saw and heard one sunny morn. A skylark hang between the two, a singing speck above the corn. A stage below in gay accord, white butterflies danced on the wing, and still the singing skylark soared, and silent sank and soared to sing. The cornfield stretched a tender green, to right and left beside my walks. I knew he had a nest unseen, somewhere among the million stalks. And as I paused to hear his song, while swift the sunny moments slid, perhaps his mate sat listening long, and listened longer than I did. So basically, this is a poem that a green cornfield, and this poem is a celebration of nature, life, and love. You know, the color green symbolizes positivity and the brightness and peace. This poem focuses on the simple detail of a skylark singing, and this bird is traditionally associated with joy and springtime. And this is how this poem connects that with the idea of continuity of life, that everything just goes on, and we have to focus on the beauty of nature. We need to appreciate every little thing about it, and we need to enjoy those little moments when we are out in the nature. We should focus on these little details that beautifies the nature, and it makes us joyful, and it makes us peaceful. It brings the moments of calmness, it brings the moments of serenity when we focus on the nature, when we appreciate its beauty. So I'll read the first stanza again. The earth was green, the sky was blue. I saw and heard one sunny morn. A skylark hang between the two, a singing speck above the corn. So morn here means morning time, you know. Skylark is, you know, is a small brown bird that is known for its beautiful singing. And the word speck means something very small, something very minute, little piece of something. So these were some of the difficult words that I've mentioned, their meanings. So let's just get to the explanation of the first stanza. So here the poet recalls a sunny morning she had spent in a green cornfield, listening to the beautiful song of skylark. So she's trying to remember that the skylark was flying so high in the sky that it seemed to be a very tiny dot in the sky that was hung between the green beautiful earth and the bright blue sky. A skylark is, as we have earlier discussed, that it is traditionally associated with joy and springtime. And so the poetess here finds it so beautiful that skylark is flying over those vast fields of corn, and they are appearing so small and yet so beautiful, and so it looks like it's a singing speck, a singing dot in the sky above the corns. So it shows that how a little tiny thing can beautify the nature. it can improve, it can enhance the beauty of nature by just the mere presence of it. The pehla stanza کې چې دا کنه poet دا خبره کوي چې لکه یو ریز چې دا کنه سبای ټایم واک ته لاړ شي کنه او اج دا ازي سکای لارک ټوري سکای لارک چې دا کنه یو برډ دا براون برډ او خپل لکه غول आवाज د سوي لکه سینګینګ کوي کنه نو اج دا آی چې ورزي هوا کې او ازي چې دا کنه مختلف ډیر ستر چې دا کنه پټي وي هغه پاسه چې دا د سکای لارک ورزي نو اپویډ دا خبره کوي چې اوري زناستو او دا چې دا دسه لګي لکه بالکل وړوکه شان یو ډاټ چی وي دسه لګي دو اسمان کې نو دوه خسته لګي دو او د ولا غانا چې دا کنه ماته لاندې پورې ودی شو زه هغه فیلډز کې ناستم او ماته د ولا غانا ودی شو نو دا چې دا کنه یو د شویل خبره کوي چې یو وړوکه شین چې دا کنه نیچر وکي خستوالي کې څوره اهم رول پلی کوي نو پهلا سټنس کې چې دا خبره شوی A stage below in gay accord, white butterflies danced on the wing, and still the sinking skylark soared, and silent sank, and soared to sing. So in this stanza, the word gay accord means the bright and attractive fields of corn stalks, you know. They are talking about that they are bright and they are attractive. And the other word soared means to rise high in the air. What is done the asman ke ding che kala bird si agata soared sank to go down below lan deratlan hotai. So in this stanza the poet seems to be in peace, enjoying the sight of skylark in a calm setting. And below the skylark, the butterflies were cheerfully dancing, you know, in this bright and attractive field. And the skylark still seems to fly effortlessly up in the sky and chanting the beautiful song, making the surroundings so peaceful and calm. And so this is how, you know, sometimes skylarks silently comes down and then goes up in the sky when it sings. So it's telling about the skylark, that how it beautifully sings in the air when it soars high in the sky, and it sometimes silently comes down, but when it sings again it soars high in the sky. And the butterflies also seems to enjoy the singing of the skylark. They're basically dancing in these fields. This sense ke da khabar ki che the vast those fields ke che da kana butterflies them to the titli chi di the skylark wala singing che da kana dear enjoy kai او dancing مطلب دا چې هو enjoy کوي لکه هم هغه سره چې دا کنه موومنت شو کوي او د کی دا خبره شوی چې سکای لارک چې کلم پاسه سي کنه چې څور هغه پاسه سي اسمان کې نو هغه سنگینګ کوي او چې کله لاندې رسي نو سایلنت وي چې به پاسه سي نو به سنگینګ کوي نو دې طریقې سره خې چې کلم پاسه سي کنه نو عائشه انجوای کوي صحیح شو مطلب هغه ولا فلاینګ چې ده کنه فلاینګ چې کومه اکټیویټي دی هغه ولا فیوریټ نو اج هغه ډیر انجوای کوي او دې طریقې سره او چې کله لاندې رسي نو خاموش وي. So the third stanza is, the cornfield stretched a tender green to right and left beside my walks. I knew he had a nest unseen somewhere among the million stalks. So here the word stretched means that there is vast green field. Tender means gentle, something that's very gentle. Here tender green fields means that they are so smoothly waving in the air and in the breeze. And here the word stalks means something, the stem of a plant, you know, whether it's the leaf, flowers, the narrow stem that joins all the leaf, flowers, fruit to the main stem of plant. So basically stalks is referred to the corn stalks. So in this stanza the poet says that there are wide and grand fields of corn stalks on both sides of the poet on the path where the poet is walking, so that there's a vibrant green color everywhere, and somewhere among these million stalks, corn stalks, there would be the nest of skylark. This is what the poet imagines, that among these stalks, corn stalks, the fields of corn stalks, there would be the nest. There would be the nest of skylark where he is going. So it explains that it was a spring season and it was greenish everywhere, and this season helped the birds to have food in plenty, to have more food, which in turn made the bird happy, and that's why it is referring the bird that it's singing, just because they would find the food. They are finding their nest to bring back the food. So that's why they are showing that they are happy by mentioning that the skylark is singing. د ستنځه کې دا خبره کېږي چې داسې ډېر ستر ګرین فیلډز دي. صحیح شو چې پویټ چې ته کې روان د هغه وله رایټ سایډ پله هغه وله لیفټ سایډ پله دواړو سایډونو پله ډېر ستر فیلډز دي، پټي دي کارن سټاکس والا. نو آیې چې ما ته پته ده چې داسې چې ده که نه داسې د وله هغه ده نیسټ ده घोंसله ده. صحیح شو چې کوم د سکای لارک چې ده که نه لټوي او داسې چې ده که نه هغه دا خبره کېږي چې داسې خوراک واپس راوړي او د دې وجې نه خوشحال ده، سنګینګ کوي او چېته نه چېته دا خپل نیسټ ضرور لټوي، دماغه خپل نیسټ یا घोंसلې طرف ته روان ده. So the last stanza is, and as I paused to hear his song, while swift the sunny moments slid, perhaps his mate sat listening long, and listened longer than I did. So here the word swift means something that's moving quickly. Slid means to move easily over a surface, and mate means companion or a partner. So these were some of the difficult words in this stanza. So now we will be going to explain what the poet says in this stanza. So the poet got so involved and so engrossed, so lost in the song of the skylark that she didn't realize the time was flying by. She didn't realize that how much time has passed. So she just lost the track of time. She imagined that perhaps the skylark had a mate or a companion who is waiting and who sat longer than her and listened to the skylark's song even after she had gone. Means the poet thinks that when I have gone back, even the skylark's companion or mate is still listening to his song. So it shows that she was treasuring, the poet was treasuring each moment by listening to the sounds of creatures and the nature, and witnessing the commonly unnoticed beauty of the nature. Whenever it shows the importance of how these little moments can bring happiness and joy into our life, and this is how we should appreciate even when we're going outside, even when we are in the parks or we are in the fields, or whenever we are witnessing the nature, we should sit and notice those little moments, those little things that always goes unnoticed. And this is how it can bring calmness to our senses, to our being, and this is how our life can become beautiful, by giving importance to those little things and to those little moments. So this is how Christina Rossetti in this poem has emphasized that we should not leave those little moments. We should appreciate its existence of those little things, because they are meant to be noticed, they should, their existence matters, our existence matters. So this is how we can reconnect with the nature, because it is connected to us. So this is how this is the message of this poem that I have given to you. And Christina Rossetti has also emphasized on this very important message of that is written in this poem. دا سټینزه کې دا خبره شوي چې ا پویټ ځان بری کوي که نه آی چې زه چې دا لوندې ودرېدم چې زه هغه سانګ واورم صحیح شو سکای لارک والا او خو پویټ چې ازینه روانه شي او دا سوچ کوي چې د سکای لارک والا چې کوم کمپینین وي کوم فرینډ وي پارټنر وي صحیح شو میټ پارټنر ته وي نو آی چې اب چې تکې ناسته وي صحیح شو سکای لارک والا به انتظار کوي و هغه والا به د سانګ چې ده که نه اوري و هغې نه به زیات اوري چې څومره ما واورېدو که نه څومره ټایم پورې ما واورېدو او به هغې نه هم پیله ناسته وي او پویټي چې زه ایون که زه ازینه لاړم که نه خو سکای لارک والا پارټنر چې ده هغه به مغزي کې وي چې ته نیسټ کې نو دا سټینزه کې چې ده دا خبره کېږي او پویټ چې دا یو دا میسج هم ورکوي چې موږ ته خپل آس پاس نیچر کې چې کوم وړه وړه شیونه دي داسې وړه وړه مومنټس دي نو دا موږ ته انجوای کول پکار دي دا باندې موږ ته غور کول پکار ده ولې چې دا وړه وړه شیونه چې موږ انجوای کوو نو موږ ولدې سره لایف کې نوره خوشحالي راځي موږ زندګي کې نوره خوشحالي راځي نو اپویټ چې ده که نه هغه هم دا شی انجوای کوي چې څومره لکه یو عام غوندې کس چې د سیزي کې روان وي پټي کې یا فیلډس کې که نه نو هغه دا شیونه اکثر دو شیونو باندې غور نه کوي او چې هغه غور نه کوي هغه ته دا شیونه معمولي لګي نو دې وجې نه چې موږ یو شي باندې غور کوو انجوای کوو نو دې مطلب دا وي چې هغه ته موږ اهمیت ورکوو نو موږ ته پکار ده چې موږ کله هم داسې نیچر کې نیچر آس پاس چې داسې بهر ناست وو داسې وړه وړه مومنټس انجوای کول پکار دي ویلې چې هغې نه موږ ته اندازه لګي چې هر یو شي ول اهمیت شته هر یو شی جاندار شی چې ده هغه ول اهمیت شته نو دې طریقې سره موږ یو هر یو شي دپاره خپل چې ده که نه اهمیت ورکوی شو هغه والا حق ادا کوی شو اصل کې نو د پورا پویم کې چې ده که نه بیسیکلی ان د میسیج باندې ایمفسس ده او پویټ والا چې ده هغه پورا تھرو آؤٹ پویم والا چې ده که نه ان دا یو میسیج رسي So I hope you have got the idea of the whole poem, and inshallah we will be discussing all the sentences, the questions, the grammar part of this chapter in the next video. So see you then.